Wellness Wednesday, and today we are talking to our favorite soul contract practitioner, Geliana Akin, who's going to talk to us about being in a relationship with the wrong person, what that could mean. Boy, that's a lot of drama and trauma, and it takes some time to figure out.
I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yes, glad to have you here. Jumping right into the topic, what does it mean if you find yourself involved with somebody who ends up not being your person?
Well, that's a really big topic, right? How do you even know that you're with somebody that is not your person? So one of the things that I tell people is to back up a little bit. Every single one of us has a purpose here. We have a soul mission, we have a soul destiny. And when you end up with the wrong person, or you're in a relationship with the wrong person, they don't support your soul's mission. And so that's one of the things I ask people when they're struggling in a relationship, because sometimes, it could just be a phase. It's a typical relationship challenge. But when we take a look deeper, do you feel that you are living your life on your soul's purpose? And do you feel that your partner is supporting you? So those are the two things I look for.
So how do you then dive deeper and figure out whether or not it is just the regular everyday parenting and growing pains, in your everyday relationship versus my soul is not fulfilled and I'm not doing my soul's work because of you?
That's a great question, and really it starts with the person that is maybe we ourselves are disconnected from ourselves, right? So even if we take a look at this outside of a scope of a relationship, if you're not happy and fulfilled within your own being, in general, it's going to be difficult for you to feel that in a relationship. So we have to look at the root cause. What is going on with you? Are you fulfilled? Are you living your life's purpose? You may actually be with the right person, but you yourself might be off track because you're just disconnected. So I always tell people it comes down to healing. It comes down to your own connection with the divine. So, and people say, okay, what does connection with the divine mean? Meditation would be a great way to connect to the divine. And really the divine is, some people will use the word God, some people will use the word creator, some people will say the universe, some people will say my higher self. All of that is the divine, but it's essentially being connected to your soul and understanding what it is that you're here to do. So it still has to start with you, even if you think your spouse might be the problem.
So as a soul practitioner, what is it that you do? People contact you and they need help. What are you able to offer people?
In a soul contract reading, we look at your soul's purpose. So what is it that you're meant to do here? I can see your karma, your unique talents, your goals, and ultimately, what is the soul's purpose? And in a reading, we can sort of see where somebody's maybe stuck in their karma. And oftentimes, it's so interesting, what I see is that people are actually on path, but they struggle believing that they're on path, or they struggle with self-worth issues and they don't believe that they're worthy of being on this path. And so sometimes when we can point that out, oftentimes people just need to step into acceptance. This is what I came here to do. I'm worthy of it, and I need to keep going forward.
Is it usually a big, broad thing that people are here to do, or is it something very specific when they come to you? What is not a typical soul mission, but what are some of the types of things that you discover that people came here to do?
Well, each soul comes here to do a number of things. So first, we always have our personal karma that we're working through. Then we have the collective karma that we're working through. Then we have our unique talents that we're meant to be in service with to the world. And then we have sort of this overall mission. So I'll give you an example. Let's say somebody's here to work with children, and they might end up being a foster family, or they adopt kids. And that's the mission, is they're here to love as many kids as they can and bring through their household, but that they still have their own stuff to work through, right? Maybe the soul's coming in learning to work through heartache and abandonment. Do you see what I mean? So every soul has its own mission, as well as the overall bigger purpose of how they contribute in this lifetime.
Tell us where we can find you, Galiana.
I'm very active on Instagram, so that's the best way to find me. My Instagram is soul_contracts_practitioner, or if people don't have Instagram, my website is yoursoulscontract.com.
It is always so great talking to you. I feel like we never have enough time because these topics are so deep, and it takes a while for people to understand and get on the same page. I know folks are going to be tweeting us your questions, so you heard Galiana say head over to her Instagram, and you can hit her up as well on her Instagram page. Thank you so much. Good to see you.
Thank you. You too.
And again, you can go to her website. Both were right there on your screen. We'll also put this on our website, fox2detroit.com. We'll be right back.